The honourable member for Kooyong.
Mr Speaker, my question is for the Minister for Immigration. Minister, 31,000 people sought asylum in this country by sea between August 2012 and January 2014. Prior to the recent election, the ALP promised to provide permanent protection for those people who have been stranded on temporary visas for up to 10 years. It's 6 months today since the Albanese government was elected. When will we see an end to these punitive TPVs and SHEVs?
Give the call to the Minister for Immigration, Citizenship and Multicultural Affairs.
Thanks very much, Speaker, and I thank you, Member for Kooyong, for this question. I acknowledge your deep interest in this issue, and indeed it's one of the reasons why you are the Member for Kooyong in this place. I was asked a very similar question by the Member for Clark in the last sitting week. I think it was the last sitting week, but fairly recently. I want to say that the issues that she raises are very important to this government in and of themselves. They are important in and of themselves, but they are also important because they go to this government's character. We are a government that keeps our promises in every respect. And members opposite...
Order. Members on my left.
Members...
Member for Groom. Order. The Minister will resume his seat.
Members opposite... Thank you.
Minister will resume his seat. There is far too much noise in the House. Members will be heard in silence when they're asking questions, and ministers will also be heard in silence. So give the call to the Minister.
Thanks, Speaker. And look, members opposite seem to find this something that's worthy of shouting. I think they should listen carefully. They should recognise, yeah, keeping promises. We saw 9 years of broken promises, cuts, cruelty and neglect in this space. 9 long years.
Member for Mitchell.
This government is determined to keep our promises, and this is an important promise. It's to a group of people who arrived here before Operation Sovereign Borders, a group of people who've been in the community for a decade, paying taxes, making a contribution. We recognise this and we're working through this issue, which has many complexities. I've been meeting with lawyers. I've met with the member for Kooyong. I believe we're meeting again on Wednesday, I think, this week with other members of the crossbench to work through all of these issues, to make sure that we meet this commitment in a way that is consistent across the cohort, that is effective and is enduring, which recognises everything that they have been through as people who have been trapped in limbo and denied so many opportunities through that time. We are doing so also in a manner that recognises the wider circumstances, that recognises that the Prime Minister has said so often, correctly, that what Australians want, and indeed what Australia needs in this place, are policies which secure our border but do not abandon our humanity. That is the watchword with which this government approaches this issue, in a consistent and considered and consultative manner. And in that regard, I was pleased to announce only a few days ago that the government has made changes to the travel arrangements affecting people on TPVs and SHEVs. That reflects also that these people have been separated from families in third countries, again for more than a decade. We will be compassionate without abandoning our resolve to maintain the security of our borders. We've also flagged important changes that have been made to family reunion, again an issue affecting people who've been here for a long time, which goes directly to those two principles, securing our borders, including by securing safer passage to people who need our protection. That is the way that we are approaching these issues, not treating vulnerable human beings as political footballs, as those opposite did for too long.
Order.